All right, Kristen, let's check out some of your first run at Stratton GS. Great result. Came in 14th place in this run. Awesome job. And second run, I know, it was a DNF, but let me tell you, you came out of that starting gate really aggressive, pushing hard, going for it. So it does happen to crash, but proud of you on really attacking it. And you should be proud of yourself and come away with a positive feeling and some momentum going into this weekend. I thought it might be helpful to just take a look at yourself side by side with one of the top boys, but obviously the top girls are right in there with these guys, so it's still a decent comparison. So I shot both of you from, actually I was standing at different locations, so it will look a little bit different from time to time, but here you are on the same gate, under gate coming off the fall away. You can see, obviously, although he's dropping his inside hand also, he's just much more level. So, I mean, that's the key thing, to have level shoulders, something, we talk about a lot with you. He is just much more level. So he's really balanced over his outside ski. He has much better, upper and lower body separation than you. So hard to weight the outside ski properly. That's something we just continue to have to work on, whether it's driving the outside hand, further towards this tip that we talk about. We talk about, not dropping the inside hand. I've mentioned to you, try to raise the inside shoulder, inside hip. All these things are going to try to get us looking more like him and more level. It's hard to see from there. Decent turn there. And pretty good through this section. Another thing that you like to tilt your head in the direction of kind of where you're going, and that could cause, a similar issue, of being not as level. You can see him, he's not tilting his head, it's straight up and down. So he gets himself really level. You're not bad, but, right there, you're really on that inside ski because your shoulders all of a sudden, went like this. So we don't need to tip our head, in the direction of the turn. Keep it nice and level, and that will help you, level out. You can see here him pretty level, and you can see the bend in his outside ski. All his weight is there. As you come through here, you're going to see, really not level. And so you got weight on both skis, a lot on the inside ski. And you finally find that outside ski there. But look where you are relative to him on the gate. So, taking much more, distance and time to get on that outside ski. And obviously distance takes time. Where'd you go? I can't see you as well from where I was filming him. Let's just get him down. Again, kind of the same thing. This would be our theme, trying to really level out. You can see dropping that inside hand almost to the ground, so not a whole lot of upper and lower body separation, and you're kind of well below the panel. The arc is going to lengthen, If we're not standing strong on the outside ski and being level. A little better there. All right. He was going over one of these rolls, and a lot of train on this course, and here you're coming into this and leaning in a bit, not level, really on your inside ski, going over this knoll, and the hill falls away, and just, you slid all the way down there. He's obviously going now across the hill, much tighter to the panel. You're way down here. So you have to really go now directly across the hill, and he's going to be much more diagonally down, which, as you can imagine, is clearly faster. Pretty good turn there. I think we're on the same one here. So one thing that you may notice that, you tend to, kind of bend over at the waist a little bit more and kind of twist away from the gate, whether you're, making sure you don't hit it, but we really don't have to duck by the gate. You can see his upper body is really, kind of straight up and down, and really gives him a much better stance to be able to pressure the outside ski. By bending over at the waist, it's harder to press the outside ski, and it's harder to get the feet up from underneath us. So we don't really have to bend over. I know you may do that because you think it's aerodynamically better, but you can see him. He really doesn't, and it really allows him to get the feet out from underneath him more. Kind of blurry, sorry. And pressure the outside ski better. You kind of will come in and bend over the waist, twist a little bit away from the gate. Maybe you're kind of ducking by it, and then tilt the head towards where you want to go. And you can see you're going to slide a lot more down the hill than him. So you're really crossing the hill down on the blue line. And he's going to be well above it. You see the difference of his elevation much higher allows him to really set up more. So because of that, because you came in low, had a little problem, had to slide around. And again, coming in closer to the blue line than he is, certainly. He's going to drop into a tuck here, which is not a big deal. A couple of gates. Again, if you look at it, you can see it. It's kind of leaning in and kind of more bent over at the waist. If you take a look at him, fairly upright in the upper body, really gets the feet out from underneath him, standing on that outside ski, and outside ski comes around pretty quick, all that weight there. So I know it's kind of strange, but if you actually stand up more upper body, it allows you to get the feet out, so you will get lower. He is low. He's actually lower than you, probably in the hip area, because the feet are farther out from underneath him. But he's standing up more upright in the upper body, and that allows him to do that. He got a little low here, but the undergate saved him. You can see yourself a little divergence there. You're clearly on the inside ski. You can kind of see, you know, the ski going this way, the ski going that way. Oops. But the good news is you had a great result, 14th place, and there's a lot of places we can actually improve, right? So that's a good thing, you know. Same thing there. You can see divergence and kind of bending at the waist, twisting upper body out, dropping the inside hand. So let's keep working on that. I know that's our, we talk about it a lot, but we really have to try to figure out how to level out. Like I said before, you know, take this hand and drive it out to the downhill tip, the tip of your downhill ski. Raise the inside shoulder, raise the inside hip. Got to actively level by the panel. Raise the inside arm, and we should be driving that inside arm forward by the gate and not dropping it down, you know, to the ground. He obviously drives it forward and then hits the gate and drops it, but it was forward as he was passing that gate for sure. You can see it pull up here. He's going to bring that hand, inside hand forward because he's going to brush the gate with it. But even if you're not brushing it, let's bring that forward as if you are. Nothing wrong with trying to get in there and brush it also. But in any event, good job today. Proud of you. Let's work on a few more things that we're talking about, and it'll be even better.